Hello guys, so super excited about today's video. So we're looking at the Aurora Borealis Worktuff gear lineup of knives for 2023. So as you can see, we've got a bunch here, so let's take a look at them. So as you can see, these are used knives. Still has some sap here from getting used outside, sorry about that. But these knives get used regularly. So we start here from the left. We got the Lynx here, the smallest knife, basically an EDC. We got the Forester, more of a bushcraft knife. Got the Wolverine here. Got the Mountain Lion. We got the Grizzly, the Kodiak in K329, the Kodiak in SK85, and the Mountain Man. Alright, so the smallest knife in the lineup is the Lynx. Has a 3.5 inch blade, overall 7 inches, and the thickness, we had a model that was 4mm. The most recent one is 3mm. It was available in AUS 8, but also more recently in N690 steel, so both of them in stainless steel. So it might be a smaller knife, but still very capable. Can do a lot with this knife, from carving and bushcrafting, even batoning. So the handle is about 3.5 inches, slightly longer. It's not big, but that's by design. The idea was that this knife should be very easy to carry, put in a survival kit or even in your pocket. It's a great companion knife for a bigger knife, or if you want to hike with minimal weight, just bring this. You got everything you need. Alright, so the second knife in size is the Forester. The Forester has a 4-inch blade. As you can see here, it has a Scandi grind with a micro convex. So this knife was aimed more at being a bushcraft knife or general outdoors use knife. So these handles are very comfortable, even when you're going to use them for long periods of whittling or wood crafting of any sort. Very nice knife. I really like this one. Alright, the next one after that is this Wolverine. So the Wolverine is more of a survival knife. Has a 5mm thick spine made out of SK85. Has a very nice saber grind here with a convex edge. And really super comfortable handles. Basically it's a jack of all trades. This can do pretty much everything. Light chopping, batoning, all your wood crafts work. It's a great camp knife. You can prepare your food with it. Really versatile blade. Really like using that one as well. Alright, the next step up in size is the Mountain Lion here. So slightly longer with a 7.5 inch blade. This one has a finger choil, so it can choke up and really do some finer tasks, feather sticking, etc. The spine is thicker and 6mm thick, and this one is made of K329 steel. Has the same handles as the Wolverine. Very ergonomic, very comfortable, and you can see how it performs very well in the DBK video. So another one that I really like, well, pretty much like all these knives, that's why I designed them in the first place. Also has some kind of half swedge here. Didn't want to go full swedge because I still wanted a very robust tip, but I think it looks nice and it performs quite well as well. Great knife. Well, after that we move on to chopper type knives. Here we got the Grizzly, so very similar to the Kodiak, but has a finger choil, has a modified clip as well. This one, again, a jack of all trade. If you want a bigger knife, the trade-off is, of course, it's going to be heavier, a bit more bulky to carry, but this one is a great chopper. You can also, choke up and still do some finer tasks with it. And you can move back here for some power chops. I use this knife quite a lot, and it's 6mm thick, so it's not as thick as the Kodiak, and it's a bit lighter as well. Alright, so here's the one that started the collab between Aurora Borealis and Worktuff gear, is the Kodiak. We got two different versions. We got this version here in K329 steel. As you can see, it's more shiny than the SK85 version. This one will oxidize over time. This one is definitely more stain resistant. For the K329 version, we went with a slightly thinner stock, 6mm, but still with this geometry, it's a super good chopper. great all-around use knife for sure. Here you can see the SK85 version has a thicker stock, 7mm. It's heavier, and it's definitely an awesome chopper. And finally, we've got the Mountain Man, okay, that was just released this year, recently. As you can see, this is really geared to be a heavy chopper. The handle is flared up and back, so you can really have a strong grip when you're doing a lot of chopping. Has this finger choil here to add some versatility to it, but with an 11-inch blade that's quite wide, 7mm thickness, a 7.5mm thickness. This is a real beast, so it's going to be great at chopping, batoning, on all these tasks. You can still do some finer tasks, but I would use probably the Lynx for that. All right, so here's the lineup as it stands for 2023. Currently, we're working on a new batch of Wolverines, so that should be available either end of 2023 or early 2024. And of course, we got tons of other very cool projects in the works.